Out this way here. So we're going to take taxiway Bravo Delta. This is taxiway Bravo here, and about 3/4 of a mile, we're going to make a right turn on taxiway Delta, okay? Grab your checklist. We're going to do the pre-takeoff, which is, that was it right there, on this side here.
Okay, brake set. Full fuel selector, one fullest tank.
Which it is.
We already did. Throttle smoothly to 2,000 RPMs.
Alright, so now as you do this, even though the parking brake's on, still have your feet ready to go on the brakes. You don't gotta push on them, but just kind of have them ready to go. You're gonna add your power up to 2,000 RPM, and we're gonna do a little engine check. There you go, keep going up to 2,000. Right there, so leave it there. So what's next? Number 4.
Engine instruments within green.
Everything's in the green. The oil pressure is a little high.
Okay.
It's because the engine is still cold and it hasn't mixed into the engine, so it's going to be a little high for now, which is fine.
Oh, okay.
It's still in the green, but on the high side.
Okay, carburetor heat check for RPMs drop.
So we're going to turn the carburetor heat on, and you're going to see a small drop in the RPM, like a 50 RPM, real small. That kind of went down a little bit. You turn it back off, and it goes back up.
Okay.
These carburetors are susceptible to carburetor ice built up in the carburetor. So when you turn this on, it actually routes hot air into the carburetor to melt the ice. Hot air has less oxygen, doesn't burn as well.
Oh, okay.
So you lose power. So that's what you're making sure that's working. Good?
It's working. Magnetos.
So on the ignition, see how the key is on both?
Both, yeah.
We're going to go one click left and watch a small drop, but no more than 100 RPM. It goes down a little bit, back to both.
Oh, okay.
And we go over to the right side, goes a little bit,
Same thing.
back to both.
Okay.
You're just making sure a small drop in the RPM. That way you're checking both left side, right side of the engine to make sure everything's working properly.
Okay. So what's it's preferred to fly with both of them?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So what is for?
Because if one fails, at least you know the other one is still working. And if you're only on one side of the engine, you're only going to lose a couple hundred RPM. So the engine will still be on, you'll still fly, you just won't have the best performance.
Alright, vacuum.
It's this guy here, so this is fine. That's good.
Oil temperature and pressure.
Everything's still, see how the green's getting better?
I thought it was getting better.
Getting warmed up.
Throttle 1,000 RPM, so it go down.
So we'll pull back down to 1,000. Alright, good. So the carburetor heat, number 10. Make sure it's in the off position, which it is. Annunciator panel. That's this panel here. This is like your check engine light in your car. You hold this button down and you're making sure that the lights work for this airplane. So the vacuum system, alternator system, the oil system. The vacuum light is on, it's because we're at low power. If you add a little power, it goes away.
Oh, okay.
The only really system that we care about is if the oil light comes on, that means we're losing oil. But if the vacuum system fails, alternator system fails, it's not a big deal. We can still function without those. But oil, the engine's going to seize up and we're going to be a glider.
Okay, flight instruments, second set.
So flight instrument, there's speed 0.
Okay.
Your hatch indicator is level.
Level, okay, so you adjust.
Your altimeter is already set to the airport elevation of about 388 feet at this airport. Vertical speed is showing 0. Head indicator, we want to line our head indicator up with our magnetic compass, which is showing about a 310 degree. So 310 is all here, two ticks to the right of the 30. There you go.
It's like that.
That looks good. We won't really use this for flight today. It's just a formality that you'd get used to doing it. We won't use it at all really today. And your turn coordinator, the ball is what goes with the pedals. If the ball swings towards the R, you push in the right pedal. If it goes towards the L, you push in the left pedal.
Oh, okay.
Alright?
Oh, is that the level of flying?
No.
No?
This ball here, it controls the yaw of the nose.
Oh,
If the ball is in between the two black lines, then your plane is flying straight. If it's off to the R, your nose is doing this. You need to push in right pedal to bring it back.
Oh, okay. Where?
Flight controls on the yoke here.
Okay.
So you're gonna do this twice. You're gonna look inside first. You're just gonna turn, pull, turn, and push inside. Just to make sure, but don't look at the yoke as you do it. Turn, pull, turn, push. That way they make sure that nothing is in the way. No wires, no knee boards, no nothing. Then look outside and do the same thing. Turn left, it goes up. Look to the back left of the plane. Pull back.
Okay, yeah.
And look over to the right. Looks pretty good. And
there you go.
the flight controls are all free and correct. And this is the elevator trim. So you can see this little guy here. This is the indicator. This is your selector. So we want to select it so that
leave it in the middle,
right above the neutral, like right about there.
Oh, okay.
When this plane takes off, it's going to want to pitch up.
Yeah.
So we're going to want to have this with a little more downforce.
I learned that one in my flight simulator. Okay, seats, restraint.
The seats, make sure your seat is locked, which it is.
Restraint system.
You're buckled, I'm buckled, Gonzalo's still buckled.
Yeah, I'm buckled too. Can you guys hear me or no?
Yes,
yeah, we do. Door and window, close and latch.
So the window, this guy here, you can open it this way if you need to in flight.
Okay.
We'll make sure it's closed, and I'll get the door before we take off.
Okay. Mixture set.
So this mixture, we're going to put the mixture to full rich. This allows all the fuel to go in the cylinders at max. It's just going to shove it in there, okay?
Electric boost pump.
So that's going to turn that guy on.
Do I turn it on?
Yep. And we will turn it off down here after we take off and climb out. We'll turn our electric fuel pump off at a safe altitude, which I use about 1,000 feet above the ground. We'll turn off the backup pump.
Fuel selector, confirm. Okay, it's already
still good.
Yeah. Then do not take off immediately after switching tanks.
Which we didn't. We're good.
Okay. Engine gauges verify.
Everything's green.
Okay. Radios on, transponder out.
So the radio, this is Gillespie Tower frequency 12070. All the frequencies for the airports that are around here
Hey, Gillespie Tower, 61
are all right here.
Charlie, Lake Murray.
So here's Gillespie Tower, all the towered airports are over here.
Okay, tower.
And then the ground, so on and so on.
6 November Charlie, Gillespie Tower.
And then the transponder turns to the ALT.
Lake Murray, Interstate.
Roger, report 1 mile south of
anti-collision.
Those are still on from earlier.
November Charlie.
Okay.
That's it. So
Ready
now,
to take off.
the rotating, we're going to have 45 to 55 knots, so about somewhere right in here. There's going to be enough airflow with you. You're going to have your left hand on the yoke here. You're just going to ease it back, just like that. It's going to climb. We have aft weight with Gonzalo, so it's going to not climb as fast. We're pretty much probably at the weight of the plane's limit for passengers.
Okay.
So it's not going to take off and go, you know, quick, but it'll go around 45 to 55 knots. We're just going to slowly start to rotate. After we get climbing and get established, we are then going to go to 79 knots, which is the best rate of climb. And we'll hold 79 knots, and I'll go over all this again as you fly, so you don't have to remember all of it.
Okay. So you're going to be moving the throttle there, huh?
Actually, we're going to put this to full, and it's going to be all about pitch. We're going to pitch for airspeed.
Okay.
Want to go slower, you pull back. You want to go faster, push forward. All right, go ahead and put that in the pouch. We're going to go to full power. Now as you add the full power, you're going to start seeing the nose want to go back to the left. So we're going to use our right rudder. There you go. All the way to full power. Airspeed's picking up pretty quickly. There's 55 knots.
Okay.
So start slowly. Just use your left hand. Just start slowly pulling back with your left hand. There you go. We'll push a little bit of right rudder in. Good. Now see, it kind of wants to go up on you.
10 at 8.
We're going to push forward, just push it forward. There you go. Try just your left hand, Marco.
No left hand?
Just your left hand.
Okay.
Now we want to do around 79 knots. So since we're doing 85, if you slowly pull back, you'll get the same amount of input. Like if you pull back quickly, this won't register that fast. So you pull back nice and slow, it'll register with you.
Oh, okay.
There you go. We're going to come a little to the left here. Now let's go ahead and do a turn to the right. Now don't look inside, okay? Just watch your nose to the horizon and watch how the plane will just kind of go along the horizon there. There you go. So right side is clear. There you go. Now as you start to turn.
San Diego Coastal, Cessna 28 Romeo
Pitch up a
Juliet,
bit.
Swami southbound 500 along the coast, San Diego Coastal.
We're going to pull up a little bit. There you go.
San Diego Coastal.
Alright, so now you're just making a nice level turn. You're about 30 degrees of bank, okay?
Southbound, coming up on
That's okay, so.
San Diego Coastal.
Last caller is San Leo. What was your altitude?
Actually, 250 now. I'm looking for you.
Alright, we're 1,400 feet. We're in a right turn, about a half mile offshore San Leo.
Stand by plane, Cessna 28 Romeo Juliet, we're coming up at your left 7 o'clock, overtaking on the left.
Alright, good. Should I see the horizon?
Yeah.
Good. Nice. Go ahead and make another right turn.
San Diego Coastal traffic, Cessna 1285 uniform, just offshore of Torrey Pines at 1500 southbound, back to Montgomery.
There you go. So now there you go. Nice smooth horizon turn. Look at that. Nose going right across the cut of the water.
Yep.
You're about 30 degrees of bank. There goes the biplane that's at 250 feet down there, so he's doing his thing. Go ahead and roll wings level. Alright.
Nice.
Okay. Let's try one to the left now. Look out your back left, make sure it's clear. Make sure no one's in your immediate area there.
Alright, I don't see nobody here.
Nice smooth left turn.
Okay, horizon.
Now remember, the plane wants to go this way more than it wants to go to the right, so it's going to turn easy. And you see how you don't have to really push any pedal?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of yawing that direction already. There you go. So go a little more bank.
Alright, so when we're going to start to set up the flaps?
I'm just going to let you figure it out.
Yeah?
I'm just kidding. So usually, it depends on your height and how far you are from it. You see the airport there?
Yep.
We're about 4 miles from the airport at 2,000 feet. We roughly have to lose about 1,500 feet to land. So when we get over the hill,
then we'll start
going about 2,000 RPM. Put a first notch of flaps in. We'll be about 3 miles from the airport. Usually in these kind of planes, if you're on the right altitude like we are, 3 to 4 miles away is when you start slowing down to put the flaps in. We're not moving that fast, so we don't need to start 20 miles out.
Yeah. Gonna take us forever, huh?
Yep. There we go. Let's come over this way here. So now take your power down to 2,000. Come a little to we're gonna that big long one there. Come left here. We're gonna line up a 9 left. All right, now we're gonna slow down. Go ahead and put in flaps to 25. So this wasn't a normal approach. This was because she told us to go faster. So that's good. That's good, Marco. That's good.
Yeah?
That's good.
Okay.
Let it come down a little bit. So now remember, it's small corrections on the ailerons, okay? Smooth movements. Nothing fast. Keep pushing the nose for it.
Wind 270 at 6.
Now it switched again on you. Now it's a tailwind.
Cessna 90 Romeo Foxtrot, runway 17, clear to land. Wind 270
Alright, slow.
at 6.
Smaller corrections.
2 for the airport traffic, short final, runway 9
Keep,
left.
keep pushing forward. Let it just, no, not too much. Just let it float on down now. There you go.
39 Romeo Foxtrot.
Little left aileron. Small right input on the rudder. Little right rudder. There you go. Now let it just kind of sink down. Hold this here. Let it float down. Now start easing back pressure on the yoke. Real slow. Real slow. You got it. Keep going, Marco. Not bad. Not bad.
Sobreviví. Sobreviví.
¿Para qué era el cable este?
Para escuchar radio.
Ah,
Sí, adiós, Marco. ¿Qué día es hoy?
nos vemos 27 de abril del 14.
El día que Marco se hizo piloto.